Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be backtesting gold January 2025. And now this video has been long overdue. I plan on making this into a full-on series where I just backtest different pairs on gold, silver, USD, different pairs like that. So this is going to be our first episode of this series, the backtesting series. These are going to be the rules we're going to be following throughout this backtesting session. So this backtesting, I'm going to make it as realistic as possible. Trading like we would actually trade in the live market. So I'm going to be looking for trades from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. a maximum trade of 2, and my TP target is going to be, I'm not going to make this too complex with the TP rules that they have in Discord, but I'm going to make target opposing liquidity. Yeah, there's sometimes that the liquidity, my stop loss size will be so large, and targeting opposing liquidity will not give me a decent risk to reward. So I must just make sure that my risk to reward is 2. And the risk per trade on this is going to be 1% per trade. That's if we are not in drawdown, and 0.5% if we enter drawdown. So that means for the first trade on gold, I'm going to be risking 1%. If it wins, I'll keep on risking 1%, and if we enter drawdown, then I'll scale down my risk to 0.5%. So let's get into it. So this is the start of our session. Let's go. And I've already seen it's already tapped, right? Is this tapped? I'm seeing a setup right here, demand zone, barely tapped, but it's untapped technically, right? Yeah, it is. It's a fairly large zone. Don't really like large zones on our setups, but this is valid. So it's going to be our first trade. We are in an uptrend, clear uptrend, and there's a good liquidity supply and demand setup. So we get a tap. Okay, we tapped into the zone and we invalidated it. So let's keep playing. There's another setup I found here. So it's also a fairly large zone. But it's an A+ setup and invalidated. Lol. I'm not surprised. Okay, so it's 3 p.m. over here. That's the end of our trading session, and we'll move over to the next day. This one over here. Now I'm going to be taking one candle liquidity, but only if they give a faker reaction. There's also something as in the journal. I've accounted for it, so I want to test out if taking one candle liquidity will actually improve the win rate or the results of this backtesting session. So you see, this actually tapped and give us a reaction though. Okay, so our zone has started, but I don't like this level. I don't like the way it came up to our zone. We didn't break. I've been cool if we broke this low, then went up, but I would say I'll still take it because this double bottom, not really a good sign. We broke below this external low, but okay, we're not reacting to demand though. I'll take my chances on it. Now this might lose, but we'll see. Now let's wait for a bearish close. This is 1105. Okay, so center here, stop loss here. Wow, this might be a very good entry. This is I'm going to be targeting. Let's play. Instantly got stopped out. So now that we're in drawdown, I'm going to. This gives a re-entry though. Stopped us out, give a re-entry, a break of candle. Right? Let's just enter a market order. I've gotten at a bad price. Let's see. Okay, so our re-entry was right, and I've gotten a better entry, but using this FX replay, you can't really like go back in time after you have missed the setup. So that's why I had to enter from where it was, even though I would have had gotten on the break of candle entry over here and had a way better risk to reward. But oh well, winning trade. We'll skip over to the next day because that was our second trade for the day, and our max trades per day is 2. So skip over to the next day. Okay, I've already seen a setup. This one, this setup over here, and I'm not sure if this. Okay, this is also a setup here. Ah, yeah, these are the two zones I'm currently looking at. Currently in a downtrend, looking for sales only. Let's see how this plays out. Okay, the one kind of liquidity gave a reaction. Let's see if it taps our zone and gives nope, invalidated. Goes to our next zone. We get to close. Nope. What's this? What time? 9:05. Nope. So invalidated both our zones. So this is another setup that has formed, but I'm not really trusting the supply zone because we failed to break these lows over here, potentially reacting off the demand zone, and we are still uptrend. I'll feel more confidence when we break this low before looking for a sell. So I don't think I'm going to take this even if it gives a reaction. The demand zone over here. Broke above this highs, clearly bullish. CV. Wait, that's a nice top, 1120. The thing about this that I don't know, can't just skip over to account. Oops. Yeah, I would have probably most likely entered here. I think about using FX replay. You can't. It's not really the best for candle close entries, but this is where I would have entered, and I'll still count this as a win if it actually wins. So my plan is to target opposing liquidity, but since my stop loss is so large, I'm going to go for 2R. And yeah, it would have won. It would have won. But oh well. This is another win, a nice win, 2R. 8 a.m. Yeah, okay. Just found a nice setup. Demand zone, but the movement of our zone is not really that nice. We have one candle liquidity, technically one candle liquidity, but it formed a proper low, so I don't even need to wait for a fake out reaction, even though it probably, yeah, it gave a fake out reaction already, so it just makes this setup a bit more powerful. Okay, damn, this would have been a flip entry. I can tell you for a fact it would have been a flip entry. Ah, god, I'm so limited by this. The reason why it would have been a flip entry is because this was a new 30 minutes open and we had already tapped our zone. So a new 30 minutes open just enter as soon as it turns in our direction, turns bullish. And stop loss is probably going to be here. It's going to be here, no problem. And I'll take profits. I'll take highs over here. It doesn't retest. Lol. But yeah, I count this as another win. And we'll see if we have any more setups. That's our first trade for the day. Looking for another setup. This is one. The liquidity is a bit far though. Nah, it is too far and invalidated anyways. Wait, down. Now you give me for courage. Okay. Thereabouts. This is the only setup so far. The large structure trade. I don't really like large structure trades, but this is valid. We broke most of the highs to the left. clear liquidity to take. Kinda. Imagine, just imagine. And there's a supply zone, but nah, it's reacting off the demand zone and even gave a very nice rejection of this demand zone. So I don't think I want to take this supply zone over here. Oh, I use my words. It melted. But yeah, I think I'm still right following my rules. It's failed to break this low, reacting off a demand zone. So nah, I don't think I missed out on anything. So move on to the next day because I doubt we'll find any new setups. Okay, nice demand setup just formed right here. We get a nice rejection. I'm entering setup. Wait a minute. Okay, you tapped. Okay, so just waiting for a close. Should probably enter here. Okay. So just going in for a 2R. Yeah, I'm just aiming for a 2R because I meant target this liquidity, but my stop loss is already so huge. So let's just see how this goes. Damn, straight stop loss. We gave another entry. It's going to be a re-entry. Yeah. It got stopped out twice, so that's just a loss on that. That was minus 1.5% day. Oh well, move on to the next day. Technically, we won't call the liquidity, but if we give the figure reaction, I'm gonna enter, which it does. That you come back, or you will find better liquidity. Probably never going to come back because that's what gold does. It goes out to get the milk, never returns. Just like that. Getting a lot of setups that invalidate and later end up working. This is a setup I saw. I was moving way too fast, so I couldn't catch it. So I don't like about this. Yeah, this is what I don't like about this backtesting platform. I can't go back after skipping way too many setups. But like, yeah, this is a good zone. We are generally an uptrend, which is a good place to retrace. We're making new highs, fill up all this imbalance here. It's a level of liquidity. All we had to do was just enter on the bullish close over here, or a flip. Okay, not flip. This should have been a breakup candle. Target should have been 2R. Let's see if this sits fully. It does. I'm sure everyone who trades this strategy will take this setup. This is a valid setup to take. Okay, so let's look for our second trade. Now I'm seeing another setup, but I don't want to bother marking it if it's not going to tap in the first place. Okay, it's kind of close to it. This is the setup over here. Yeah, breaking lows, downside. All we need is a confirmation, like so. 910. Okay, we have that upper break. Okay, I'ma just enter here, bro. Take profits here. Okay, two zones. That's the only zone I'm looking at. The only valid zone. That is probably going to lose again because what I'm going to enter I'm going to do as if I didn't see that candle. But yeah, maybe I would have entered target the low. Probably going to be a straight loss. Yeah, a straight loss. Let's see if we can get a second trade of this demand zone here. Yeah. Okay, that's most likely a BOC. Break of candle entry. Okay, so let's see this one. If this one, oh god, it's 4 losses in a row. The BOC entry. Finally given a BOC entry, break of candle entry. And we're entering there 11:30. Should have been a flip, another flip, like flip entry. Where do I target? Where do I target in them? Nice to R. But some is not that large though. Let's go for a 3R because we are in a downtrend though, so we might just target those places. See if we get stopped out. Oh god, that was so painful to watch. Finally, another win. Oh, the losing streak is broken. Yeah, taking one kind of liquidity definitely has its perks. We get more trades, but in the downside is that we also lose more trades. So this was a value setup. Supplies of one kind of liquidity broke low. We had a reaction of here, tapped with our stop loss here, in for a 3R. So the streak broken. That's I wanted targets here, but let's see if that would have even. Okay, so guys, as you can see, that's the end of the backtesting. Hey, so guys, so that's the end of the backtesting session. This is February, the following month. Guys, I should realize, ignore the realized plan. Ignore it. The setups I actually would have taken, the simulation was running too fast for me too, and I couldn't take it out. Just ended up taking the losing ones, lol. But I think I recorded every valid setup. Yeah, it's been like an hour. Recorded for over an hour. This video is like 1 hour long plus. Damn. So this is the trading journal. I'm going to the updates in the backtesting journal. So all the trades I took, I'm going to put them here. Let me just do that quickly and I'll update you guys. Okay, so this is the final journal entry. This is the final journal update. You can see we had a total of 11 trades and we had a 45.45% win rate, and our net ROI was a 6.2%, which is not bad. That is if you risked 1% on every single trade you took in January. And now the results might be different for people who decide to do their own back testing in January, because I had specific rules that I had to abide to. So your results might differ if your rules are different from the ones I set at the beginning of this video. But so far, 6.2% net returns a month is not a bad thing, it's quite good. And 45% win rate is also very, very good, considering that we had I'll calculate the average risk to reward we had on this. But yeah, 45% win rate, it's not bad at all. So yeah, and that's it. Going to be uploading more videos like this. The next episode is going to be February gold backtest. Probably going to come out next week or maybe later this week if I'm feeling down for it. So yeah, that's it guys. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.